telling not to move.
Welcome, everybody, to Props Locks and Parlays. I am your co-host, Mike Lauro, with the one and only, that's right, Paul Spencer from over at Out of the Box Sports. We are back, and, last week for me, all I can say is it was just above 500 in both NCAA and NFL. Our boy Joey Sullivan, who was on with us last weekend, Joe had a pretty good weekend as well, as he went 6-4 between the NCAA and NFL picks last week. Paul, you were just total opposites, man. You have a very good college record, but you were better in the NFL this week, and you got your first tie.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, Mike. Usually, I always make my money on Saturday and give it back on Sunday. I went bankrupt and had to get a loan for this Sunday and finally, panned out a little bit. I don't know what the hell, Mike. It's honestly like the NFL season. We can't predict anything right now, man. Honestly,
man, it's crazy. I'm listen. I'm having fun with it, and I know you are too. I've been keeping track of our for the weeks that we've made picks, and I'll tell you what. To me, it allows a little fun for Saturdays and Sundays.
it does.
I guess. My college team, Penn State, is just
Mike, a game of inches, brother. A game of inches. A toenail, Mike. Let's put a toenail. Let's put it that way, man.
Yeah, if they would have ran the lawnmower on the back part of the end zone there, Penn State wins that game. But you got to give that kid credit, man. You got to give him credit, man. I think his name was Wilson.
Yeah.
For them, I mean.
Yeah, the way he caught that ball, Mike, he's like, we always talk about toe drag swag. You got to know where the hash mark of the boundary's at. Mike, the way his leg looked, if that was me, my whole body would have been out of the end zone. But that, just like you said, give the dude credit, man. He found exactly where to put that toenail. Beautiful ball, beautiful catch, and
you know what?
They get the win, yeah.
And you know what? That game got all three of us last week.
Yeah.
That game got all three of us. All three of us took Indiana. But I give Penn State a lot of credit, man. The kid, Grunkenmeyer, he hung in there. And, Mendoza's a Heisman candidate. I don't think he's going to win it, but he's a candidate. And, the kid was right there. I mean, he had a better QBR than him, and he put up I think they were a yard off of one another. They both threw for a touchdown and interception. So, it's looking kind of bleak. I will say this. I think the end of the season, I think there's going to be mass exodus out of Penn State. So, I mean, there's some guys I wouldn't mind seeing leaving off of that team. But
yeah, I think transfer portal is going to be really high for you guys this year, Mike. I mean, they can't leave yet. They can project they're going to leave, but the window's not open yet. And you guys already lost the number one recruit running back out of there. He's out from I think it's near Harrisburg or something like that. He's a 5-star recruit running back. He's already said he's decommitted somewhere. He hasn't said where he's going yet. But man, that's telling you something. But you know what? Honestly, Mike, I hope Penn State wins out. I know they probably won't. But are they bowl eligible, Mike? I don't think they are they?
No, they got 3 wins right now.
Yeah,
they're 3, so they would have to win out and hope to get a toilet bowl game.
Yeah, the Blockbuster Bowl might come back or something,
Well, I mean, dude, they got a shot. I mean, they go to they play Michigan State this week.
Yeah.
They go home and host Nebraska next week, and then they finish out on the road against Rutgers. So.
I mean, 3 winnable games. I mean, you could become bowl eligible. I hope they honestly do, Mike. I really hope they do. Not being a hater, I love watching teams succeed. I hope they do win, get bowl eligible, get a bowl game, win that, because play for the coach there now, man. Let him, coach out. Even though he's the interim coach, he's not the head coach. Next year, the recruits see something like, hey, it was Franklin. We can win without Franklin. Bring the recruits in. I hope they do, man. Honestly,
I hope they do too. All right, Paul. Let's break it down.
Let's go.
I'm going to bring up this. There it is. Good old. The good old board there on Bet365. We got 2 games going tonight. Actually, one's just getting ready to kick off or just kicked off. Kent State and Akron. Kent State with an early lead, 7-3, and Akron's a 3.5-point favorite, and they were at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Another one, pretty close. Western Michigan, a -1.5 favorite against Ohio. So,
yeah, I stay away from these Tuesday night games, Mike. I mean, it's so bad coming off of a weekend. It's like, okay, well, we don't watch these teams. You know, the MAC plays, of course, but Mike, it's football, man. You know what I mean? At least it's football. Put it that way.
Yeah. Looking at the games for tomorrow, yeah, Buffalo Central Michigan. I think that should be a really good game. I might even like what I got the Flyers game on the network tomorrow. But I got the ice, so I'll probably have the Flyers game on one, and I'll probably have this Buffalo Michigan
Gotcha.
Michigan game on. That's a nice little matchup. Also, this is a pretty good little matchup here too. I think Northern Illinois will definitely smoke UMass. Though UMass is horrible.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
right?
I got that game right there, Mike, on my list. I like the Toledo game right there, -3 versus Miami, Ohio. That's actually on my list. I like Toledo the way they're playing right now. Miami of Ohio can score, but the weird thing is they struggle at home versus any team. On the road, they're undefeated. At home, they're below 500. Toledo can run you. I like Toledo -3.5. That's one of my picks this week.
Oh, it's one of your picks. All right, let me write that down.
It's kind of weird. I'm going outside of like,
-3.5.
yeah, I'm going out of like high price football here and going down to the MAC here,
But look, listen, I always feel like they're the best games. Like, Thursday there's only one game. You have Troy and Old Dominion. Old Dominion is a 11-point favorite. But they bounce back, dude. Friday, I think we got two really good games. Clemson going to Louisville, and then Oregon hosting Minnesota.
Mike, we talked about that game, Wisconsin, Oregon last week. We thought Oregon was going to put a shellacking on them, but I said, a wounded dog, Wisconsin. Look what they did, Mike. I mean, they played some ball, but are we looking at the same thing with Clemson? Clemson is not Clemson anymore. Can Louisville, who is basically a higher rank than Clemson, 3-point favorite here? How bad does Clemson want this, Mike? Because I don't know what Clemson is, honestly. I really don't.
I don't either. If I'm going to look at this game, I mean, I didn't pick this game, but if I were to pick this game, I would lay the 3 at home with Louisville.
I would too. Yeah,
I would too. And the same thing with Oregon. I would lay, they're putting up 25. I would take Minnesota in the 25.
Going back to last week, Mike, when we talked about Oregon, coming off a big time defeat for them, basically. Look what they did. I mean, they got to put up points this week, Mike. But you know what? That 25 points is a lot in the Big Ten, man. It really is.
PJ Fleck's a good coach, man. He'll have the Gophers ready to play.
He will. He will.
Now we move on to the Saturday games. And there's some good ones here. The first one is Air Force at UConn. UConn's a 7-point favorite. I kind of like the under in this game.
Mike, you're reading my mind here because that's all my locks too this week. Air Force, UConn, and you just said it. I don't even have to say it. Under this week, 63.5 under. Air Force can score. UConn can score, but Air Force likes to grind you out slowly, and I don't think they're going to score 63 here. I'm going under as well. I like that game under. Mm-hmm.
I wonder where I can watch that at. But
I get every channel in the world, Mike, so I can watch every game.
Yeah, you're lucky. The next one after that is Arizona going to Cincinnati. Supposed to be kind of bad weather.
Yeah.
Coming in, you got them warm Arizona kids coming from the wacky packy West Coast. Yep. Coming in Cincinnati to take on the Bearcats. Bearcats are 6.5-point favorite. That's one of my games this week. I took the Bearcats at home. I don't think these kids are going to resonate well to bad weather. And coming in, you play most of your games in sunshiny weather, 70 degrees.
Yeah.
Now,
I kind of agree with you, Mike. I like how you said that Arizona, out there with 90-degree weather in December here, basically in November, December, they're coming to Cincinnati. Going back to that Notre Dame Navy game, I know Navy's in Annapolis, Maryland. There was a couple recruits from Navy that they talked to, and they said, we don't know what it's like to play in snow. So Arizona, welcome to the snow in Cincinnati. I got it later 6.5 too, Mike. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Eastern Michigan at Ball State. That's another one of those MAC games. Eastern Michigan is a 2.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I can't pick this. I don't watch these two teams that play.
I'm just reading out the games. Mm-hmm. I'm not taking Kansas State at Oklahoma State. Kansas State's a 20-point favorite. As they go into Stillwater, I don't know.
Mike, you go back in history. Kansas State likes to run the ball, but Oklahoma State, when have they ever been a 20-point favorite by? I'm sorry, a dog by favorite. No, what the hell is it? Not a favorite. A 20-point swing, Mike. When was the last time you ever seen Oklahoma State plus 20? God, that's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it is insane, and they can throw the ball. I mean, they just got a bad defense
Yeah.
out there.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm not touching that one.
me either. Even with the 20, I don't know which way to go with that, Mike. I don't. I'm staying away from that.
All right, now here's a good one: Michigan and Northwestern. Michigan's 11.5 point favorite. The game is not at Northwestern; it is at Wrigley Field.
Oh, that's right. This is the
This
game
is
at
the
Wrigley Field. Okay.
This is the Wrigley Field game in Chicago. Again, supposed to be kind of brutal weather over there, but these two
Yeah.
schools are kind of used to it.
Look at that.
Um,
Oh, look at that over and under, Mike. 41 points.
yeah,
That's
and they're
weird.
giving one team
11. Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Um, that's telling me that they don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game.
Yeah. We're looking at
Looking at
snow bowl or something here.
like a 17-14 type
Yeah.
game
Yeah. Yeah.
with Michigan. I would take Northwestern at home with the 11 and a
Yeah,
half.
no home field advantage. Closer to Northwestern here still. I'm going to go plus 11. I'm not going to play it, but if I did, I'll go Northwestern plus 11.5.
Next up is your Fighting Irish. They go into Pittsburgh this weekend. Only 11.5 point favorite in this game against Pitt. I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I took the upset. I took Pitt
Really?
with the 10 points. Notre Dame had a big win last week against Navy.
Yeah.
Kind of blew their doors out.
Yeah.
This Pitt team's they play tough at home, man.
They do. They do. I'm trying to actually get tickets to this game here to go.
Are you?
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, last week Notre Dame put a shellacking on Navy minus Navy's starting quarterback Horvath. But man, if Notre Dame runs that ball, they open up that play field so much. But Pittsburgh at home, man, they're stronger. They have a shot at the division. They're right behind Georgia Tech. Still, they can still win out and get to that championship game. This game scares me, Mike. I mean, Notre Dame has to win out. They know they have to win out. This is the strongest game on their schedule left. 11.5. God, Mike. Only thing I'm really going to take on this is on my list. You got him at 10.5. Okay.
I got
you
him at 10.
10. Okay.
That's 10. So it went up 1.5.
Yeah.
Since earlier. So I actually went on Bet365 earlier today.
So it already jumped 1.5 points?
Yeah. Well, if you heard the coach said for Pitt, what's his name? Narducci. He was like, Notre Dame can come in here and beat us by 100. We don't care. He said they're not an ACC team, so we're not worried about it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, even though they play the ACC schedule. I got this game on my list, Mike, but I'm not going to pick either team. I'm going over here. I think Notre Dame can score. And the way Pittsburgh's playing with that freshman QB, they can score too. And Notre Dame has been giving up a lot of points late in the games to good teams. I'm going to go over the 55 here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just writing it down. Over 55. Yeah, okay. Another one is South Carolina, Texas A&M. A&M giving up 19 at home at College Station.
Texas A&M, man. I mean, they're ranked up in top 3, but I don't know, Mike. I'm still not sold on this team. I think they're the most overranked team in the top 5 right now, still to me. South Carolina, Sellers is a Heisman candidate still, possibly winning it. I don't know, but 19 points, Mike, that's a lot in the SEC, man.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't like the way South Carolina's their defense is Swiss cheese.
Yeah, I mean they stay in games, but they lose games easy.
They stay in games for a little bit. Like the last couple of weeks, they've been in them. They've been okay. The last couple of weeks, but again, they weren't playing Texas A&M, and I like A&M. I think A&M rolls them this week. I would actually lay the 19 on that game. I would. It's not one of my games, but
yeah,
I would definitely lay that down. Next one is South Florida at Navy.
Navy 10.5. Oh.
Plus 10.5 at home.
Do I have this one on my list? I actually do have this one on my list too, Mike.
Yeah.
The reason why this one here, now we know South Florida can score. We know Navy can score. Now the thing is Horvath going to play their starting quarterback? That is a big decision. But if he's playing, I am going to take the under this week, because I think Navy's going to try to slow down the game, because if you get in a shooting match with a team like Notre Dame last week, South Florida can do the same thing. I think they run it 4 times 3 equals first downs, Mike. So I'm going to take the under in this game with Navy and South Florida.
All right. So you're doing South Florida.
A little reverse psychology this week, Mike.
All right. And Navy. Mm-hmm. And it's under what, 64?
Yeah, under 64.5. Yep.
All right. That's Man, you got a lot of over-unders in your picks this
Yeah, I
week.
mean, hey, I can't pick the games anymore, Mike. I mean, you look at teams out there. One team could be 10-0, the other team 0-10, and that team gets rocked. This year.
I think there's some type of trophy for this next upcoming game, Wisconsin at Indiana. I think there's some type of this is a trophy game.
Yeah,
I
I think it is. Yeah.
I don't I know was it Michigan? Michigan State's the Paul Bunyan Trophy. I
Okay,
don't
yeah.
I don't know if this is the Milk Badger Trophy, whatever. I don't know, but they have some type of trophy on the line for this game. Um, Wisconsin came back and kind
Yeah.
of almost took it. They beat Oregon last week, right? Or they came close.
Oh, they came close. Yeah,
Close,
they
right?
came
Yeah,
close.
Oregon only held on by like 2 points.
Mhm.
So, and Indiana had their scare last week at up at Beaver Stadium.
Yep.
I just don't see them. I mean, they're minus 30 and they're calling over under 44.5.
Yeah, that's weird though. I mean, Indiana. To me, the way they lost last week, won last week. It's a win, but still, you should be beating Penn State by at least double digits. And I think it's all style points now, Mike. That 30 points is a lot, though, man. That 30 points is a lot, Mike. Honestly, it really is.
It is like you look at it and you're going, but then this could be the week that Wisconsin lays an egg, and they go out and they get rolled.
Mhm.
So I'm staying away from that one. I'm not. I'll probably watch it, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to definitely not look at it. The next one after that, this one, another SEC game. Arkansas visiting LSU.
I don't know. I mean, ever since Kelly left, they played a little bit better last week. But Newsmeyer got benched last week, Mike, in the third quarter. He got benched. So I don't know. You're not going to bench a preseason All-American Heisman Trophy candidate, but I don't know, Mike. I don't know what the hell these teams are right here, man. I don't know, honestly.
Yeah,
LSU being at home, I might take LSU maybe money line, but I'm scared to even lay 5 either way.
Yeah, I would do. I would probably my best bet on this game would be that.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip through a couple of these
Yep.
games. If you see a matchup you like, we can talk. Next one that would come to mind here: this Oregon State Tulsa. That's kind of a toss up in my eyes. West Virginia and Arizona State. I would lay the 11.5. West Virginia is just not a really good football team.
Mhm.
Marshall and Georgia State. That's kind of same thing.
Yep.
It's Colorado State, Mexico, or New Mexico was 14.5 points.
Yep.
This is a game right here I've been looking at, and I'm
glad you're there, Mike, because that's on my list too.
Like these two schools have been going at it now for a while, but
Yeah.
it always seems, and maybe I might be wrong about this, but it always seems it's always one team is like up on the other. Like I remember with this, game where App State was the one that was given 21 at. Like it's never like a 7-point thing. It's always over 20 between one or the other.
And it's always close though, Mike, too. It could be a plus 20, but it's always close here. So I think you know which way I'm leading, right?
You taking App State in the 20.
App State plus 21 because App State can play, man. And like you said, Mike, it's always one team that's, highly above the other one, giving up at least double digits, mostly 16 to 21 points. But they're always a 7 to 10 point game. I'm going App State here. I'm taking App State plus 21.
All right. This is another one of my games right here. I'm laying the 16.5. Taking Georgia Tech over BC. BC is just garbage.
Agree. Georgia Tech still has something to play for, Mike, too.
They do. Iowa visiting USC. Iowa only plays good at home. Mm-hmm. They are not good on the road. I would lay the 6 and take USC.
Agreed.
Another one right here, Maryland going to Illinois. This is, to me, I could care less about this game.
Yeah.
I really could. I think the point spread's a little too high in this one, and I think the over and under is a little high too.
Yeah, I don't think Illinois can score that much. They scored, then they have a bad week. Maryland is up and down too. That 14 points, I don't know which way to swing it. But if it's to me, I'll probably take the plus 14 though, because I don't think Illinois can score. Maryland can play 3 quarters, but then lose. But I mean, Illinois is not. They were ranked number 6 in the nation early. Then they dropped out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll stay away from this game, Mike.
Yeah, but see, Maryland to me, they're too topsy turvy. You know what I mean? Like 1
Exactly.
minute
Yeah.
they look good. So I mean, if there is going to be, I would definitely probably take Maryland in the 14 and a
Yeah.
half.
Agree.
This next one, I'm skipping over Middle Tennessee and Western Kentucky. NC State, Miami. Miami's a 14 and a half point favorite in this game. I think they're looking to bounce back from their last game. Wasn't a good one.
No, I mean Miami. I'll take Miami minus the 14. You know, if I had to, I'd take it. I think they still do have something to play for here as well. And the reason I want Miami to win because they lost to Notre Dame. I mean, they beat Notre Dame, so they got to keep winning for me to boost my schedule rating. So I mean, I like Florida anyway, no matter what. But Carson Beck, I'm not sold on this dude, man. He looks like crap. He looks like crap.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one. Another one at 3:30. Oklahoma going to Tuscaloosa to take on Alabama. This is one of my games.
Mine too, Mike. Mine too.
I laid Bama minus the 6 in this game. I think Bama is going to blow them out.
Wow.
I know John Mateer is your guy.
Yeah.
But you know, if this game was in Norman, I would go the other way with it. But it's not in Norman. It's in Tuscaloosa, and that Bama defense is really, really good. You want Oklahoma, huh?
Yeah, Mike, Alabama's playing some ball now, man. Nick Saban came in and laid some voice in, DeBoer's ear, but this is my upset of the week, Mike. Oklahoma, outright.
So you got 6 college games, huh, so far?
I got 7, Mike. I need to make some money in college. I mean, if I win 4, I'm over 500. That's a plus, But
all right,
yeah, Oklahoma outright. Oklahoma outright, Mike.
Well, the next game is my last game. I took Penn State minus the 7. Michigan State's just bad. There's nothing in this world that I think, even though Penn State doesn't play well there.
Yeah.
I got to ride with them in this game. I think they're going to be. I think they're going to beat Michigan State. I really do. Yeah, and I think they'll beat them. They'll beat them by more than a touchdown.
I agree with you. I'll take the Penn State. It's not on my list because Penn State, I'm just so scared to take them, Mike. Honestly, you never know. But the way they played Indiana, the way they play Oregon, the top teams they play good against, and the crappy teams they kind of like float by. Villanova, these schools. Michigan State's one of those teams, Mike. But Penn State should win this by double digits, though.
But you know what's funny? It's 3-6 versus 3-6, right? 0-6 in the Big Ten versus 0-6 in the Big Ten. Something's got to give on Saturday, and I just think Penn State's a better team.
And Mike, I didn't even realize that 3-6 and 0 in the Big Ten. That is amazing for Penn State.
And you know what's crazy? They don't play Ohio State again for another 2 years after this.
Really?
Yes, they do not play Ohio State. Next year, I think they come. Their out of conference games are pretty not bad. I mean, actually, they're one out of conference games against Temple. They come to the Link next year.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, Penn State comes to the Link next year. Okay. I'm going to look at. I can probably bring up their schedule for next year, but no Ohio State. I don't think they play Michigan either.
That's insane.
It is. But when I remember when I looked at it, I went, "No, this can't be right." And then when the telecast was coming on for the Ohio State game, they kind of made a mention about it. And I was like, wow. I was like, are you serious?
That's weird. That's kind of weird, though.
Hold on. I can tell you.
Teams you have to play every year, no matter what. I mean, to me, you have to play Ohio State and Michigan, pre-Big 22. Now it's called Big 22. You have to play Michigan. You have to play, Ohio State every year. To me, I want to see that. I do.
Oh, okay. You ready for this? This is their schedule next year.
Okay.
Their 3 out of conference games they're at home against Marshall.
Oh, okay.
At Lincoln Financial Field to take on Temple.
Okay.
They're back home to take on the University of Buffalo.
Oh, wow.
Before they start their Big Ten schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And their Big Ten schedule looks like this. They're at Maryland.
Okay.
At Michigan.
Okay.
At Northwestern.
Okay.
Then they're home for Minnesota, Purdue, Rutgers. Hold on. All their home games are in a row. It's Minnesota, they're at home. Boilermakers, Rutgers, Trojans, Wisconsin, and they finished the season up at Washington. Yeah,
Mike.
no Ohio State next year, no
Oh,
Oregon next year.
okay, I don't ever want to hear you tell me Notre Dame ever has a cupcake schedule anymore, Mike. Okay, I'm talking like 12-pack cupcake with icing and jimmies all over the schedule. The only game that I see possibly should lose, maybe possibly, is that Michigan game, because they do get great players coming in next year. They have a 5-star offense, 2 offensive linemen coming in Michigan, and the number 1 running back coming in, that freshman. That's the only game I can see you losing, Mike.
I don't know, man. I looked at this schedule and went, who the hell thought this was a good idea? No, I mean, I want to see it one year where they play not only Michigan, but they play Ohio State, they play Oregon.
Yes.
And I think Washington's going to be a lot better next year, too. I think Washington's going to be a lot better than people think, too.
Agree.
And USC.
Yeah.
I mean, and USC. I think USC. I would love to see that USC. This is just they already have the 3. I guess their 3 games are set for the first ones, but the date from Maryland on that schedule. I just read you where they're going to be at. Like they have it 3 road, 5 home, and then the last one's a road. So, but it's going to be anywhere. But the only ones that are set are opening weekend against Marshall, week 2 at Lincoln Financial Field against Temple, and then against Buffalo. They're the only ones. Once they start that play, they're not there. But yeah, that's their schedule coming up for next year.
It's funny. Notre Dame next year has 3 Big Ten games. No, I'm sorry, 2 Big Ten games next year. That's weird. And they don't play USC anymore. The rivalry's done.
Wow.
That kind of sucks. Yeah.
All right, we got another one here in the 3:30 slate right here. UCF, Texas Tech. Texas Tech is 23.5-point favorite at home in Lubbock.
The way they played last week, Mike, rocked my world. The way they played last week, man, I did not think they were going to score that way. To me, UCF can score too. -23, I stay away from that because I'm just scared with it. I like Texas Tech minus that, but the over is what gets me. Texas Tech can put up 40 by themselves, hoping that UCF can put up 10. I'm going over 48. That's one of my games this week too.
Okay, so that's the one you want to do, UCF and
yeah, I'm gonna go there. Over. Yep.
Over, was it 48? Yeah, 48.
Yeah.
All right. Damn, Paul, you got a lot. I know you ain't going, 7, 8, pro games. So
no. I'm on a high. I'm staying that way this week, Mike. I want to keep it low and easy for me.
Couple other Virginia Duke ACC matchup. Duke is a 5.5-point favorite. I don't know what to get out of them, dude. Every now and then it's just like up and down. So we're gonna continue going down. I'm gonna look and see if any of these games. Delaware at Sam Houston State. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, the Blue Hens, man. I mean, you've been on them a couple of times this year, Mike. I mean,
I was. Yeah, they played a really tough game last week. I forget who they played last week. It was close though. They kind of lost it late and kind of ended up getting blown out, but it was like they were close for the majority of the game. Let's move on to these 7 o'clock games.
Mike, real quick, that Florida Ole Miss game. What do you think about that? I'm not going to bet on this game, but what would you think? Your Ole Miss, Florida.
Ole Miss.
I agree too, man. I mean,
Florida's in they waved the white flag. I'm jumping Ole Miss, and I'll lay the 15.5.
Yeah, I did this on one of my crazy pools, and I did it -21 Ole Miss.
Yeah, you probably would be right with that because Florida's waving the white flag.
Yep.
Purdue and Washington, I think Washington's going to steamroll. Yeah. Utah versus Baylor. This is a unique game. Utah's a road favorite at Baylor.
Baylor scares me, Mike. It's one of the teams that we know they can play ball, but we don't know what they are. The Bears, I don't know. Utah, they were top 10 in preseason. They look good. They look bad. Defense is great, then bad. I don't know. The 8.5. To me, I stay away from this because this game scares me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. You see me scrolling, right? Texas visits Georgia.
My last game of the week. Last game. I got it right here, Mike. Which way are you going on this?
I don't know, man. I would probably do Georgia, and if I had to lay the 6.
Okay.
But I would definitely take the under. The defenses in this game are going to be kind of good in this game.
Yeah.
I
Man,
take it you're taking the Horns, huh?
I'm taking the Horns plus 6 here, Mike, because they're both teams are still in contention here. They're both still have a possibility to get to the BCS. Georgia, they play ball. Their defense can rock you, but the offense is suspicious, man. And I think Texas's defense can keep Georgia off the field too. I think first 1-13 wins this game, and that plus 6 goes a long way, Mike.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I would agree with you.
You
I
know,
think Ohio State's not going to have any trouble with UCLA.
It's
Even
30.
though they're up 31, I don't know if it's going to be that much because, like, I'm sorry, this Ohio State team's good, but they don't put teams away.
And here's the weird thing, Mike. Look at that time frame, 7:30. When does Ohio State play prime time? I think they go crazy and score 50 by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fighting James Franklins of Virginia Tech. They head down to Tallahassee to take on Florida State. Florida State 2-touchdown favorite in this one.
I got to go Florida. I don't know 14 points, but I think they have the better advantage, better players. Castellano at quarterback. Virginia Tech, I don't know. I mean, if it was home, maybe a different story with the sand, enter the Sandman rocking. But Florida State, even the 14, I'll be smart and just go money line on that. I'd stay away from it.
Saying the same thing. This is I think an underrated matchup. Mississippi State versus Missouri.
Yeah.
I like Mizzou in this one.
Well, Missouri's with their backup quarterback now, right?
Yeah. Pavula's out. So
yeah.
Another one too, right here. This is another one that not too many. Kennesaw State's probably like the Ohio State of like Division II. You know what I mean? They're taking on Jacksonville State, which is a part of the HBCU that's always had a good. This should be a really good game. Kennesaw State, man, I'll tell you what, they got some players on their team, dude.
I have not seen them play all year though, Mike.
I found them on like a CBS Sports line at like I don't know 6:45, and I watched them for about an hour, dude.
Yeah,
and they probably scored about 6 touchdowns in that hour. Like I was just like, no, these guys are juggernaut, and like, dude, they're a juggernaut. Let's see, TCU and BYU, 10-15.
That's an interesting line. BYU still, one loss right now, and they're only 4.5 on TCU at home. That's kind of weird line to me. I mean, man, what do they know that we don't know? Only a 4.5 point favorite. I mean, that's weird to me.
I like the over in this game too. I think both teams can score.
BYU scores at home. I mean, I'd probably take the over on this one. I mean, if it was me playing money, I would probably lay the 4.5 plus the over. But I don't know.
Boise and San Diego State, I'm taking the over in that one. San Diego State, they play well at home, man.
Yeah, I mean, Boise State is not what they are anymore, unless Kellen Moore, Jonte comes back here. I don't see it, but I'd take the over as well.
And the last one for this week is Wyoming, Fresno State, 3.5.
Pick them.
Pick them, yeah. So that's going to be for that. Now we're going to move over to the NFL, which obviously we can do that. But first, let me pay some bills here. Coming up next, guys, in about roughly, 25 minutes or so. That's right. Our boy Matty B with the final word. Make sure you check him out. He will be doing one of my favorite segments on his show, This Day in Philadelphia Sports History. You can definitely make sure you check him out. He will be back doing his thing tonight, probably giving you some crazy, crazy reactions on that powerful Eagles win yesterday with that offense looking as good as it did. So, yeah, make sure you tune in to Matty B. Also, guys, this is our schedule for Clear the Ice. Yours truly will have game 1 of this week's schedule as the Edmonton Oilers come into South Philadelphia to take on the Flyers. Matty B will have you covered this weekend. And, of course, the Happy Valley Huddle will be live right after the final whistle from the home of the Spartans. Sparty welcomes in the Nittany Lions this week, like I just told Paul. 3-6, 0-6 in the Big Ten for both teams. Something's got to give on this one, so make sure you guys tune into that. And also, guys, we will be getting ready to debut our season in review show, which will air on Thanksgiving Day here on It's a Wrap Sports Network. And, of course, I got you covered Sunday after the final whistle. Birds and Lions. That should be something really, really good. I can't wait for that game, Paul, to be honest with you. I'm waiting to see what type of Eagles team's going to show up. The team that could barely put any points up against
Yep.
the Packers last night, or is it going to be the team that we saw the last 2 weeks against the Giants and Minnesota defense? So I would like to see how they're going to work this out. Well, Paul, now we're on to the NFL, buddy.
Wow.
This is where you kicked some major ass last week, dude.
Surprisingly, I mean, I guess going to church on Sunday morning twice, Mike, pays off once in a while, right? So I think I'm going to do it again, hopefully. But that first game right there, Mike, I will never bet against the Jets right now because house money they're playing with right now. They sold the entire team off, and they're finding ways to win back to back now, Mike. I don't know what the hell to believe with the Jets. Well, where do you go, Mike? 13 points is a lot of points to take. Would you take the Jets?
No.
No.
I can't. I like they had the most improv. They scored 14 points off of special teams.
I know.
And it was Cleveland. I don't trust Justin Fields. I'm going to take Drake May and lay the 13 on that one.
Wow. I'm not playing this game, but man, I'll take the 13 points here. The Jets here,
I'm not playing this game either. It's a divisional game, but all right. Now we have the Barcelona Toilet Bowl between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Which team sucks the worst? I would say I'm going to go with Miami in this one. They did beat Buffalo last week, so I'm going to take Miami.
Beat them, shellacked them, big time.
And that's one of my games. I took Miami minus the 2.5. I have no faith in Mariota and Washington. I think they're just playing through the string.
I agree with you, Mike. It's not on my list, but it was an honorable mention. I like Miami minus the 2.5 as well. You know, Miami, at least they can score, and anybody can score on Washington. And the question is, can Washington score against anybody? So, yeah, I like the 2.5 too, Mike. I like that as well.
This next one right here, Carolina visiting Atlanta. I don't know about you. I've been on Carolina for the last couple of weeks, but I'm not going to be on them this week. People forget earlier this season, Carolina put up a 30-burger and like almost shut them out, I think. Or they did shut them out. I can't remember. But they put a beating on Atlanta in Carolina. I think Atlanta is going to return the favor. You know, Penix has been moving the ball really well. Algier and Robinson have been running the ball very well. And Drake London has become a go-to guy for this Atlanta team. And I'm not sold on Carolina just yet because it's Rico Dowd. Was it Dowell?
Dowdle. Yeah, Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, you have him. But as far as him, I mean, McMillan's still trying to find his way. Watched him drop a lot of balls last week. So, I'm going to take Atlanta at home minus the 3.
Yeah, I agree with you too. I don't have it on my list. I try to make a little change here, but I 100%. Bryce Young is still questionable for going in early. Still, that 30 whatever it was beating on Atlanta at home in Carolina. That's not going to happen again this week. Robinson's playing great. London is looking like all pro right now. I got to go Atlanta here minus the 3 easy. That's an easy win for me. Yeah. Agreed.
All right. Next one up is a division game, and I think this is a revenge game. Minnesota hosting Chicago, and you know what? They pretty much are saying it's an even game. I mean, Minnesota's getting the 3 points for being a home. It's getting the 3 points for at home, a home favorite. So, I mean, to me, honestly, I don't know, man. The way the Bears came back and beat the Giants last week. I don't know, man. Like this is a very one. And you remember JJ McCarthy went to Chicago and beat the Bears early this year on Monday Night Football. So
man, this game is scary, Mike. I'll go Bear. I like the Bears here. The way the Bears have been playing, their defense is playing ball. I know Flores can flip the switch on the Minnesota Vikings defense to shut them down. They can. We've seen that early, last game that they played, but Chicago's been playing ball, man. And Chicago's 3 losses. They've lost close, man. I like Chicago plus the 3 here, Mike.
Yeah, so do I. I'm right there with you. I think we're right there. Next one up is the AFC North battle, Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. And I'll tell you what, I like the Bengals. Give me the Bengals with the 5.5.
You know what? It's weird. I agree with you, man. Pittsburgh was in contention, to lead the division here, the way they're playing the last 2 weeks, they don't look like anything. Mike, Cincinnati is just trying to stay afloat until next week when Burrow comes back. I like Cincinnati plus the 5 here, Mike. I know Pittsburgh plays different ball at home, but I like Cincinnati here, man. They're moving the ball and they're scoring.
Yeah, I like the Bengals here too, and I think the Bengals are trying to make some noise. Coming back in this division. So, next up is the Packers and the Giants.
Which Packer team are we getting? Which Packer team shows up, Mike? A team that can't score?
Yeah, I think so. I think they are hamstrung, and now they got Romeo Dobbs, who's going to be joining Jalen Reed. I mean, really, the only offensive weapon he has right now is Josh Jacobs and Christian Watson.
Yeah,
and how long before Watson gets hurt? Because that dude's injury prone.
Yep.
Yeah. I like the Giants here, man, with the 7. Giants
wow, really?
Yeah, I do. I mean, listen, the Giants put up. They lost a heartbreaker to the Bears.
Yeah.
In Chicago, but I mean, the Giants were pretty much kicking their tails the most of the game. If this Packers team, and they got to deal with Jackson Dart coming back too, and they just lost Dable. Dable is now fired. Okay, they fired him on a Monday. The team that usually fires their coach comes out and plays pretty inspired on that. So I'm taking the G-men in this game with the 7.
I kind of agree with you because, Mike, as an interim coach there, you're not going to get the job 100%. We know what's his name, Kafka's not going to get the head coaching job next year. We know that. So to me, this is you never go to page 24 in the offensive book here. I'm going to page 26. I'm pulling everything out. I don't care. I like the Giants plus the 7, Mike. I do. I think their defense's front seven's good. Basically elite. Their back end is average. But the way the Green Bay Packers look, Mike, I'm scared they might not be able to score, really. So I like the Giants plus the 7, too.
Yeah, and I think I think watching them up close and personal last night, they have trouble with mobile quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to think that because if you take a look at the teams they lost to. They lost to Cleveland. Dylan Gabriel can scramble.
Right.
Okay. They had trouble with Dak. They tied Dak. Dak can scramble. Okay. They lost to Bryce Young. Bryce Young can scramble. They lost to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts can scramble. So Jackson Dart is quicker than a hiccup, dude. He'll take off and run. So again, if they have a mobile quarterback in there, man, they have a little bit of trouble with them. So I'm going to go with I'm definitely going to go with the Giants in this one, man. I think the Giants beat them.
I agree. I'll take the plus 7.
All right, is that one of your games or?
No. I'm not going to take the game. Not going to take the game.
This one here's an AFC South matchup. Houston.
I will take that one, Mike. I will take this game.
Who you taking in this one?
Houston minus 7. The Titans, I don't know what they are. I mean, they're just a downfall right now. Houston's been playing ball, both sides of the ball. I like how they play. The running game gets started there. But what's scary is that under is only 38 points. I still like the Texans here minus 7, Mike.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next one after that is the Chargers because I agree with you. I don't think Tennessee's beating anyway. Chargers going to Jacksonville.
Curious to where you're going, Mike. I mean, I'm not betting this game, but this is a pick'em game. Chargers is not Justin Herbert midseason, all pro MVP. Jacksonville still trying to find it. They have the weapons. They can't get started here. Defense gives up stupid penalties, stupid plays, down plays. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like Jacksonville plus the 3, but
so do I.
I don't know, Mike. I'm scared with this game, honestly.
I'm in agreement. We agree actually on a lot of games this week. I like Jacksonville at home. Chargers played Sunday night.
Yeah.
They got to fly cross country, and it's a 1:00 game, which means their bodies are going to feel like they're playing at 10:00 in the morning. Yeah. It's never bodes well for a team to go from west to east to play an early game. It just doesn't.
And I feel if Jacksonville can shut down the little what's his name, Lad McConkey. They got an excellent shot at this game here. I mean, I know what's his name, the Hunter kid. He's out for the season. He just had surgery today. So, but still, I like Jacksonville plus 3.
Yeah, Well, you got to remember too. They also went out and traded for Jacoby Myers, so they got
Exactly.
Jacoby
Yeah.
Myers
He's
down
finally
there now.
understanding the playbook now. Yeah, he'll get the
Yeah,
playbook
so
now.
right. So this next one to me, I think is probably going to be the best game of the 1 o'clock.
Yep. Mhm.
Tampa Bay going to Buffalo. This is one of my games. I laid the 5.5 and
Ooh,
took
wow.
Buffalo. And the reason why I did that is because
Okay.
I watched New England last week just break the spirits of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
New England broke their spirit, and the Buffalo Bills got embarrassed last week.
Yes, they did.
They got embarrassed in Miami. They're coming home. I don't see them losing this game, man. And especially I think they win by double digits. I think they beat Tampa by at least 10.
Wow. Oh, I had this game on my thing too, but I'm kind of scared. I agree with everything you said. Buffalo, they got embarrassed last week against Miami. Tampa Bay, shocking the way their game. But to me, both teams, Mike, I think both teams can score. Buffalo's defense is not good. Tampa Bay can score. I like the over in this one here, Mike. 48.5. I'm taking the over as one of mine this week.
Oh, you're taking the over. Okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of over and unders for some reason.
All right, let me put it in.
Yeah, I'm going over.
Tampa Bay Buff, over 48.5.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, next one after that. This is going to be the game of the day. I don't care.
I love this game right here. I love it. This is probably my 4 o'clock game that I'm definitely watching.
Oh, but you and me both.
Yep.
I will be glued to this.
Mm-hmm.
I think Seattle comes back to earth this week. I love the Rams.
Yep.
Love the Rams this week.
Yep.
That Rams offense and defense is looking real good. I think, it turns midnight for for Sam Darnold. I think he turns back into a pumpkin at least for 1 week. So, and this is one of my games. I took the LA Rams. I had them it's 3 now. I got them at -2.5.
Wow. Okay. I agree. I think Seattle's playing. I mean, this is best division football right now, hands down, except for the Cardinals, of course. But I like this Rams team. Mike, they can score. They play defense. Seattle has that defense, but you're right. That guy, Darnold's going to see ghosts right now with the Rams this week. I think he comes back down, but at least for the week. I like the Rams -3. This is one of the games that I want to take, but I stood away from it because anything with 2 top teams in the division that play each other. But I like the Rams. I mean, I really do, Mike. I probably would go to 4. Maybe 4.5 at the most with this game here. I think it's definitely a Rams line here.
Yeah. Next one up after that at 4 o'clock. You get the 49ers traveling to Arizona. And I'm sorry, I like the Cardinals in this one.
I do too, Mike. The Niners haven't really showed me anything. I mean, Mac Jones is playing this week. Purdy's still out. McCaffrey, you shut him down. Mac Jones cannot throw the ball downfield. The defense, Greenlaw, they're done. Their defense is toast right now, Mike. Jacoby Brissett can throw the ball, man. He can throw the ball. I like the Cardinals +2.5 too. I do.
I like the Cardinals. I just think the Cardinals, I like Brissett at home. McBride's been catching touchdowns in the last 4 games for them. Marvin Harrison, they got going last week. And the 49ers defense is why I'm taking the Cardinals in this game. Not the offense. Mac Jones has been all right. McCaffrey's been okay. And Juwan Jennings is finally starting. He's been contributing since he's come back. Yeah. Now, Kittle just came back, I think, last week or the week before.
Yeah, he's been in for 2 weeks now. First week he got like 1 ball at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, last week they started using him a little bit again, but yeah, I kind of like them. I like Arizona in this game.
Yeah, I think if it gets in a shootout, I trust Jacoby Brissett to throw that ball 50 times. The way he throws the ball. I just like the Cardinals here. I think they can score. I really do.
Yeah. Next up, Baltimore takes a trip to Cleveland. Baltimore's an 8-point favorite at Cleveland.
The crazy thing is Baltimore still has a chance at this division, Mike, after the way they started. Pittsburgh's on the downfall. Cincinnati's not playing ball right now. Cleveland is what it is. Baltimore still has a legitimate shot at this division. I think their defense is starting to get healthy, Mike. I like the +8. I mean, that's a hefty line, but man, to me, I just say money line on this. 8 points. I don't know, Mike. I just don't trust Baltimore, but Cleveland is Cleveland, though, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It's a division game, though.
Yeah.
It's a division game, but I'm like you. I would take Baltimore money line in this one.
Yeah.
My final, not final pick, but next up, Kansas City goes to Denver.
Okay, I got this
Uh,
one. Where are you going? Where are you going? I got this one on my list.
I got Kansas City minus the 4.
Same thing. Mark it. Book it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
I
only
like. I
reason,
like. I like
the
Kansas
only,
City.
the only reason why I got KC minus the 4 is it takes Denver forever to get going on offense, and
Yeah.
I just feel like Kansas City can withstand that. Now, with that being said, the last 2 years, it came down to the 2 block field goals last year.
Mhm.
Both games ended in a block field goal, which was nuts. So you have to wait and see what's going to happen. But I kind of like that one.
Yeah, I like Kansas City. I think they can score fast no matter who they have on their team. I think they're finally hitting a stride. I mean, I think they're the Super Bowl, AFC Super Bowl team right now, still, in the pack there. I like the Chiefs. I think they score. You said it. Denver, when they play the Cowboys, they start out fast. But other than that, the other games, they start out slow. Kansas City gets up fast and just holds the 4-point lead. I like Kansas City minus 4.
Yeah. Next up is the Sunday night game, Detroit at the Eagles. This
Mm,
game's going up a point. The Eagles were minus 1.5.
okay.
Now they are minus 2.5.
Ooh,
I jumped on them early, man. I jumped on them when they were minus 1.5.
okay.
So
Okay.
I love the birds in this game. I think here's the thing again, and I'm going to bring up when it comes to uh, the defense here. I think the Eagles got a better defense than the Lions. I do. The Lions got Aiden Hutchinson. They got those 2 studs at safety.
Mhm.
They do. And I give them their credit. They got the kid Campbell, I think, one linebacker, So, again, I just feel like the Eagles have a better overall defense. I think they have a better overall pass rush. And Jared Goff is not going to get out of the way. You know what I mean? Like, if they come, he's the games that they have lost. If you watch what Minnesota did to him 2 weeks ago, Minnesota just said, "We're coming, beat us," and they physically got whooped
Mhm.
up front. And if the Eagles bring that same mentality into Sunday night, I don't think it's going to be close, man. I think the Eagles can run away with this. And I mean, and
Wow.
they got a good team. And I'm not saying this to be a homer or anything like that. I'm just looking at the matchups.
Mhm.
This could be a game where Dallas Goddard just eats for the Eagles.
See, okay, I'm on the other side of the fence here, Mike. Not because I hate the Eagles. I'll tell you, matchup wise, this is 2 elite teams right here. I mean, offense on both sides of the ball, questionable Eagles offense. What they look like, what they are going to be, what they can be, what we're going to see. Detroit, we know they can score, Mike. I mean, they have weapons everywhere, 7 positions weapon wise. Uh, you're right. Eagles defense is elite, solid. We know they can get after golf here. But I think going back to that Minnesota game and games that Detroit has struggled in, those were blitzing teams. And I feel that, Campbell's going to sit down and say, okay, we have to have the blitz beater here. They might see a lot of packages with Montgomery and Gibbs there, having Montgomery in the backfield and Gibbs as a slot guy moving in motion there to beat that second level, to get behind Jahad Campbell, people like that. I think I like Detroit plus the 2.5 here, Mike. I do. I do.
Is that one of your games, boss?
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm going Detroit plus 2.5 here, Mike. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know
I
one
mean,
thing I won't be taking is AJ Brown over any yards because I don't know what the hell he's going to do anymore.
he's going to score. He's going to score 2 touchdowns this week.
He probably will. Yeah, couldn't get me 25 yards last my only loss on that single game, but this week he'll score 3 touchdowns. Watch, yeah.
Yeah,
Easy.
probably. Listen,
Yeah.
don't feel bad. I had Christian McCaffrey literally on 4 different parlays. I needed him to score, and it would have been a nice chunk of change.
Yeah.
And he couldn't score for me.
Yeah.
So, last game on the docket for week number 12, I believe this is. So, the Cowboys going to Vegas to play the Raiders.
I'm going to tell you, this is my lock of the week right here, Mike. I'm telling you, lock of the week right here. You know which way I'm going, right?
Vegas plus the 3.5.
Oh, hell no. I'm going Cowboys minus 3.5 here. I think Cowboys have something to prove here. Here's the thing. Overshown comes back this week. Solid defensive captain is back this week. I don't know what it's going to be, 90%, 100%, Mike, but it's a lot better than what we have in the linebacker. So I like the Raiders. I like the Cowboys here. Geno Smith, I'm done with this dude. They're in fire sale right now. The only thing they have is Jonte, which is beatable, and Brock Myers. That's it. That's all they have. That's all they have. I'm going Cowboys minus 3.5 easy, Mike.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one. Geno Smith's horrible.
Yeah, he's
just horrible, man.
Yeah.
I can't for the life of me. I tried taking Geno early in the year. I can't.
But here's the thing, Mike. The last time I said this, locking up with the Cowboys, the Carolina Panthers, the Arizona Cardinals. Please don't make this a trifecta, and please don't make this a Cowboys. Please don't make this happen 3 in a row for me. When I say lock it, don't.
Yeah, they would have. It would have to be an all new level for the Cowboys if they lost to this Raiders team. This Raiders team is bad.
Yeah.
So all right, so there it is. I got a little touchdown parlay for you, Paul. I did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's all 1 o'clock hours.
Jesus, Mike, that's a pretty bank right there.
No, hold on, I'm not even finished, but it's a touchdown parlay.
Okay.
I got Archain, Devon Archain.
Okay. Yep.
Achane to score. Jalen Waddle to score a touchdown. Drake London, Bijan Robinson in their game.
Okay.
I got in the Minnesota-Chicago game, I got one from each. I took Adam Jones and Adunze.
Okay.
From Tampa and Buffalo, I took Abuka. From Tampa, James Cook.
He needs to get back. He needs to get back on track.
From the Cincinnati-Pittsburgh game, I took T. Higgins to score a touchdown. Dalton Schultz and Vidal, the running back for the Chargers. You put them all in a parlay. $1 wins you $37.0650.
Wow. Okay.
So.
Okay. I like that.
I might be doing. I might be putting my ticket up for the quarterbacks one on Sunday morning. See how they're going to do. I usually do one where they do like 1 or 2. Like I'll sit there and go, well, I think he can throw for 3 touchdowns today. Maybe we'll go 2. And I'll pick quarterbacks for every game.
Yeah.
And it makes it fun. I think my total payout last week on the quarterbacks, I did every game, and if I were to hit it, it would have paid $1 would have paid out like $249,000.
Jesus God. That's when you pray. Just one time. That's all I ask for, God. One time, just let me hit with this. One time.
Dude, I was trying to get a cash out on that.
The greatest thing, I like Bet365, Mike, because they give you the option to cash out too. And the greatest thing, when your team is plus 15 or something, you automatically receive. It's over. You already succeeded the bet. And I was waiting for a cash out last night with this Eagles game. I had like 11 games on it, lines on it. And I'm thinking like third quarter, AJ, I just need 4 more yards, brother. That's all I need. 4 more points, yards. And I'm looking for a cash out. I'm like, please give me a cash out. Please give me a cash out. And did not give me a cash out from the first to the fourth. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, them and BetMGM. BetMGM had me for the CMC. McCaffrey. Yeah, I was sitting there. And the funny thing was, I needed Trey McBride to catch one too. He was going in the fourth quarter. McBride catches the touchdown. So I'm like, oh, cool. They got to offer me a payout now because the only one I have left is McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, oh, this is great. I can log on. I'm literally got this thing. I'm logging in every 5 minutes. I'm going, come on, man, just offer me a cash out so I can get
You said it the best earlier in the show. We have fun doing this show. It makes it a little more fun on Saturday and Sundays. I'll tell you something real quick. Last night we were watching the game. We were downstairs watching it in the family room, me and Katie. And I'm sitting there looking at my phone. She's like, get off your phone. I'm like, Katie, I'm just checking my bets real quick. She's like, oh, okay, go ahead. And I'm like, damn it, AJ, come on, catch the fucking ball. Catch the damn ball, AJ. Throw the ball to him. Come on, Hurts. And she's like, Paul, you don't like the Eagles. I'm like, I don't like the Eagles, but I need this son of a bitch to catch a ball. She's like, what? I'm like, Katie, it's money. They're not throwing to him, I'm like, it makes it so much interesting, though. It's like you look at your phone like, okay, yeah, I like this. I need this. Yeah.
What kills me is because, on Sundays, I'll do whatever game's local I'll have on my TV. Mm-hmm. On my laptop here or my desktop, I'll have my red zone going.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting around. Dude, for the life of me, I forget what game it was on Sunday. They weren't showing no highlights, and I had people going in that game, and I'm going, hold on. I know I seen that there were scores. I don't know if I got up and went out into my kitchen, and I'm coming back. I'm like, I didn't see not one replay of a touchdown or anything in this game. Matter of fact, I can probably tell you what game it was last week because I was sitting there looking, going, oh, you got to be kidding me. And where was it at? It might have been the Texans and the Texans? Yeah, Texans and the Jaguars
Mhm.
in that game because I had I had Travis Etienne for a
Yeah,
touchdown,
Mhm.
and I'm going, and if I remember right, like Jacksonville was way ahead in
Mhm.
that game,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
going, okay. Okay, I had Dalton Schultz too. I had
Okay.
that's what it was because I knew ATN got his, and I was like, "Damn!" I'm like, "They ain't been back to that Texans game in a minute." I leave and I come back. As I'm coming back in on my big screen, they must have. I guess whatever game ended and they did the cutaway.
Mhm.
There it was. There was the Texans jumping up and down. And I'm like, can I get a? And they, I
Yeah.
see Dalton had scored. I was like,
Yep.
all right, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, Paul. Where can they find you, buddy?
Hey, tomorrow night, Cowboys Weekly, 9:30 on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. This week we're coming off a no loss, no tie, no win. It was a bye week, so it's a little bit positive. But next week we got something to talk about with the Raiders, and rest in peace, Marshawn Lynch, man, 26 years old, commits suicide for the Dallas Cowboys. Mike's suicide's very, you know, close to me, as I was a victim of, trying to commit suicide. So if you're out there and need somebody to talk to, man, I can call Mike anytime. He's one of my best friends, and I know he's always there for me. So if you need someone to talk to, man, reach out to a friend, man. They know you personally, and they can help you in many ways. So, if you're out there struggling, just make sure you reach out to a friend or a hotline out there. But, just remember, money doesn't buy happiness, man. It's good
Nah.
friends having around you. That's what keeps you going. So, rest in peace, Marshawn Nealon.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, man. Yeah, I second that nature, man. There's always been this little meme that's always going around.
Yeah.
I guess on all social media platforms says food's always in the fridge.
Yeah.
Coffee's ready to be brewed.
Yeah.
You need to come over and talk.
Yeah.
Beers in the beer meister or fridge, whatever. So it's always something, with that guy. So don't always reach out and talk.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, guys, that is going to do it for this week. So props, locks, and parlays. Hopefully you guys, we go through everything. Hopefully you guys have some picks, and by all means, interact with us, man. Let us know what picks you're doing. If you're doing any type of player prop bets, let us know, man. We'd love to hear from you.
Mike, do you bet college basketball at all, or no? You stay away from it. You don't watch enough. Okay.
I do watch college basketball. It's probably the only basketball I do like to watch.
Okay.
But the problem is, like, I've been so out of college basketball for about the last decade. It's not even funny.
Gotcha.
I could probably name a coach who's probably been retired. So, you know what I mean? Is Tom Izzo still coaching Michigan State?
Yeah. He's walking with 2 canes and everything. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. I know Krzyzewski's no longer coaching, right?
No. I was the reason why I played one game tonight. Gonzaga and Creighton. I took Creighton was like plus 21. I took Creighton tonight because Gonzaga is not, they're good, but they're not elite. So my one game of the night in college basketball. But you're right. I haven't watched college basketball. I'm still waiting for Jay Wright to come back and,
Same here. I'm a Nova guy for basketball. My brother went there, and I know you're an alum there too. So, but all right, guys. Well, listen. Again, you can check Paul out over on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. He will be on there tomorrow night doing the Dallas Cowboys. What's it now called? Because it ain't
Cowboys Weekly. Cowboys Week.
Okay.
I think I'm not 215 anymore, brother. I'm 814, and I didn't want to call it Cowboys 814. So at least it's weekly. It's Cowboys Weekly.
There you go. So make sure you guys tune into that, and I will be here with you guys tomorrow on Clear the Ice right after the final whistle for recap of Flyers Oilers. So get ready for the man, the myth, the legend. Matty B is coming up next, guys. I will see you guys then. Have a good night.